I hear what you guys are saying about the whole don't shame MAGA back to the far right. Like, all of these people are waking up and we need to welcome them with open arms because we don't want the left to ostracize them so that they feel like all they have is the right. And then we just like repeat the cycles and we push them further and further away. I hear what you're saying. And it does make sense logically. Like, oh, we should resist the urge to say, I told you so. Oh, we shouldn't shame them for not knowing any better. We need to all come together now because it's not right versus left. It's up versus down and all that kumbaya bullshit. Okay. I get it. I am not one of those people. Because two things can be true at the same time. We can applaud the return of the prodigal son while also holding that ass to the fire. After the Civil War ended, Northern white people and the government in general didn't stand on business hard enough. And that's why we have MAGA today. Let's be clear about that. All of those fucking Confederates that should have been executed the day they decided to become traitors against the United States of America, the day they decided to lay down their lives and give their last breath in defense of slavery, they all should have been, I don't know if you can see my hand. Let me do it again. You know what I'm saying? They all should have got a musket to the face. And because they didn't, because we took it easy on them, because we chose to prioritize their humanity while they ravaged other people's humanity, that Confederate mindset, that delusional, completely detached from reality, hateful, violent, traitorous, animalistic mindset has been allowed to seep through the annals of American history like the virus that it is. And now what we have today is a large portion of the population that is still fully accepting of sicknesses.
We told you that the plantation owner was going to screw you, and you didn't care, right? Because you thought if you voted for the Klan leader that he would just hurt the brown people, right? The non-white people. That's not what I voted for. The fuck it is. It's exactly what you voted for. You voted for the misogyny. You voted for the racism. You voted for the cruelty on January 6th. You voted for the felonies. You voted for the tax fraud. You voted for the infidelities. And you thought that a guy on his third failed marriage while his newborn 2-week-old son was at home and had with a adult actress gives a shit about you? Yeah, you're totally not in a cult. But now your Medicaid's on the line. Oh no, I'm being affected, not the brown people. Good. I don't want anybody to suffer. But you didn't care about women's rights. You didn't care about our black brothers and sisters. You didn't care about minorities. You didn't care about autistic kids that now can't get the special needs at school that they got. You didn't care about the kids going to school doing active firearm drills. You didn't care about people giving a living wage. You didn't care about any of that. All you saw was, oh my God, there's a black woman. I can't vote for her because, hold on, let me find a reason. Oh shit, it can't be racism. It can't be because she's a woman. Oh wait, I got a stimulus check. Oh yes, I got a stimulus check 5 years ago with the felon's name on it. Oh my God, he must care about me. Yeah, it was a double whammy, right? Not only was it a woman, it was a black woman, and that really tickled your fancy, didn't you? You just couldn't stomach the black man sitting in the White House instead of picking your cotton, and you lost your shit. And you went back to the most morally bankrupt uneducated, pitiful excuse for a human being pile of shit because he was a white man talking about Hannibal Lecter and electric sharks and how windmills cause cancer. And Vice President Harris using complete sentences, coherent thoughts, talking intelligently, presidential, not a convicted felon, not an insurrectionist, not a racist. That was a bridge too far, right? But she had a relationship 40 years ago. Oh, fuck off. Spare me your racist bullshit. You couldn't vote for the black woman. And now, your whiteness is being jeopardized. You know what's funny? Michelle Obama, she told you this was going to happen. Another black woman that you refuse to listen to. They're pretty damn smart, aren't they? You know, if black women were running this country, we wouldn't be in this shit right now. But not you, not you little white supremacists. You ought to make America white again. You always want the best candidate as long as it's a man and it's white. But the best candidate. Sure, Karen. You're going to go through it, little Timmy, Billy Bob in your trailer. You asked for it. And you're going to get a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of an inch of what it's like to be black. You were lied to. You were conned. You were manipulated. You were mistreated. And now you're going to lose your minds? Good for you.
White Americans are furious, are raged that right now they feel like God is protecting black Americans. And I don't know why they're feeling so, because white people, when they were voting for Trump to be in power, they were voting that that Trump could be in power to punish black Americans. But they have been seeing everything the way it's going. They feel like white Americans, they feel like black people are being defended by God. God is defending them. By all means, they are being surrounded by God's protection. So they feel like they're wondering, why aren't black people suffering? Why haven't I ever heard a black person crying out that they want help, that somebody is stepping on them? Why haven't I heard that a black person is crying out loud for help? I mean, I've never seen them in the street fighting for people for any rights. I have clips here, all right?
Everybody always want to be a part of something. Yes, I am black. It's called Black MAGA, standing up for the culture. We set trends and move mountains to build this country. Well, let me tell you something, Black MAGA. White MAGA don't want your ass here. White MAGA don't want your ass here. MAGA means make America great again. When the fuck was America so great for you? When, Black MAGA? When was America great for you? Do you know how foolish you sound? Black MAGA can't do shit because it's only like 4% of you. 4% of you. Only. The rest of us is black people that use their own brain, that see shit, that know racism when we fucking see it, that know our culture is trying to be taken away when we see it, who know our history is being removed slowly as we see it. But you want to move mountains for the white supremacy, for the people that want you dead. Porch monkey. I knew it was a name for that. Porch monkey. Always had the white man back doing slavery. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I knew it was a name for that. MAGA mean make America great again. And your black ass is out here saying Black MAGA trying to move mountain. What is it? Like 10 of y'all motherfuckers? 10? You know how many motherfuckers it took to move mountains to get us our rights? Our freedoms? It took all of us plus those great white folks who didn't like or didn't agree with the way we was being treated in the world, who looked at us as actual human beings and not as property or animals. Yes, it was a few white folks who did that. But you're trying to move mountains for massa. What can I say to that? Yo, black ass. Oh my God. And you know what? I'm not going to say all I really want to say because I don't want no more black on black crime. But I just want you to really wake the fuck up. You're programmed. Get deprogrammed, please. You don't have to be a part of a movement to be somebody.
There is this AI video of a black woman in military gear, surrounded by other military personnel, cheering about the strike on Iran, cheering about how now this is going to bring peace. And it's got almost 100,000 likes, probably more than that since I've seen it last. So it's going viral on the MAGA side of TikTok. What's killing me is that video is AI, and they purposely used a black woman. They love putting our faces on top of big movements, on top of big messages, right? If a black woman in the military is cheering about this, then it must be okay. It must be good for the entire country. No. That is AI. AI has gotten much better, but it ain't that good. And I'm surprised at how foolish... Actually, no. I take that back. I'm not surprised at how foolish MAGA is. It's MAGA. You guys fall for Photoshop and AI all of the time. Your administration posts AI videos, pictures, and Photoshop things all of the time, and you guys eat it up. Never gets tired. But can y'all leave us out of it? Do not use our image for that at all. We are not interested in inciting violence in a war that we have nothing to do with, a war overseas. There isn't a single military person or American that wants to bomb anybody for someone else's war. That doesn't exist. Okay? You can only create it in AI, but that needs to be illegal, really.
It's hopeless. Trying to debate and persuade and reason with not only MAGA nuts, I'm going to include conservatives, Christian nationalists, of course, Republicans. I'm putting them all in one big homogenous blob. Rod, you are generalizing. Absolutely, yes, I am. These people have proven time and time again that they are beyond hope. They have reached a new level of delusion and insanity. And they have proven time and time again that even if they are harmed by their own ideologies, they will follow their orange Lord and Savior through the very gates of Hades, and many will, before it's all said and done. This nation has always been evil. Bottom line. And foundational black Americans, we know the truth. Everybody else can get caught up in the propaganda, like the holiday that was just celebrated the other day. But we know better, don't we? And the evil has never gone away. The soulless have now truly been unleashed to indulge in their depravity. What do you think, folks, are going on in these detention centers? What do you think?
Come back. White people are raging. They are angry that black people are surviving peacefully. You know, for somebody to feel like they see you and they feel like you are surviving this whole thing. You are surviving this whole mess. You know one thing that they have been trying to to destroy you. They have been trying to make your life miserable. They have been trying to make everything hard for you. They have been trying to make black people to struggle, but they have failed terribly. All right. So when I see them coming out to complain about how much a black person is surviving, how much God is defending them, I feel like they have been doing something to tarnish black people, to make them suffer. But God has always been there for black Americans. God has always been there to protect them. God has always been there to keep them safe. Feel me? So I feel like black people, in one way or the other, they are feeling safe in God's hand. But I feel like this is not the way white people have been wishing to see a black man surviving. They have been always wanting them to struggle. They have been always wanting them to suffer. They have been always wanting them to see them protesting, fighting, crying out loud for help. But to them, they see that we have tried all our best, but no black man is suffering. So that means that God is always protecting black Americans. And that's why if you watch other clips from other people who are doing the same video like me, you will find that they will always say that God chose black Americans. I mean, God saw them, then he took care of them for over 400 years. God saw them and he kept them safe for himself, So in that manner, you know that God's protection is always surrounding black Americans. Tell me in the comments, do you feel like black people are always defended by God? Or do you feel like white Americans have always failed to destroy black Americans? This is the Lekurupu, and I'm out.